What is going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 241 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. My name, of course, is l3layze, and I'm going to get into a couple of matches. I'm going to try to open up a pack of Guardians Rising, though I may have to settle for something else. But before I do any of that, there's some exciting news. Today, June 6th, Nintendo finally announced some new information regarding Pokemon games right before E3. E3, I believe, is next week, and Nintendo announced these new Pokemon games coming out later this year. But they announced those games today. So on your screen, you see the logos for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. Coming out November, I believe 17th. Let me double check that real quick. But yeah, they will have new features, new game modes, new Pokemon that have not appeared in Alola before. They're also going to have some kind of weird, looks like transformation or evolution going on with the legendary. So that's going to be pretty awesome as well. So I, for one, am super excited for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and those games will be coming out on November 17th. So let me know in the comments below how excited you are for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I don't have a lot of screenshots or anything to go over. The trailer they showed off today was very, very brief. It showed off some of the new clothing you can get for your character, and I believe the character was a little bit different too. No, it was still customizable character, so it wasn't really a different character, but there was new clothing at least, so that's kind of cool. They also showed off a little bit of new areas to explore in the game, and I think the biggest thing is the transformations of the evolution Pokemon that are here. These are not normal Solgaleo and Lunala, so I think that's pretty cool. It's actually a sequel to Pokemon Sun and Moon, so whatever storyline elements are in this game are going to take place after the original Sun and Moon. I'm guessing with a different character altogether, but they haven't really shown any pictures of the new characters as far as the default configurations for those new characters. But of course your character will be fully customizable again. But really there's not much else. I mean, the trailer was really, really short. There wasn't a whole lot of information. But I really can't wait for these games to come out in November on the 17th. Expect me to buy probably both of them, and expect me to stream every second of the game once they come out. So that's going to be really cool. Whenever more information is announced, I definitely will put it up on the channel and discuss that with you. But in the comments below, definitely let me know what you think about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and what kind of things you expect from the game. I'm kind of curious about what new Pokemon are going to be in there, because the only one thing that I want is more Alola form Pokemon. Those are my favorite part of Sun and Moon, was the Alola forms, and I really hope there's more in this game. But I think there was a screenshot that showed off a Slowpoke, which I don't remember catching a Slowpoke in Sun and Moon before, so I believe that's a new Pokemon. I could be wrong, I can't remember, but there was a screenshot where, well, I guess not a screenshot, but in the video for the trailer, they show off a Pikachu talking to another Pikachu, and the camera kind of zooms out and you see a Slowpoke in the background. So we know there are going to be new Pokemon. We know the legendaries, like you see on your screen here, are going to have new forms. We know the storyline takes place after Sun and Moon, and we know it's going to be super cool. Think of it kind of like a sequel like Black and White 2 was when it came out to Black and White, and a little bit like Platinum when it came out from Diamond. So, you know, it's not the Diamond and Pearl remakes that I was expecting or that I wanted, but it still should be pretty cool. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and get on to the battles today, but let me know what you think in the comments below about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and hopefully, when they do finally come out, Nintendo won't do anything crazy like limiting your ability to stream the game. They've been kind of picky about what they do in the past, and hopefully it won't affect anything, but we'll see. Anyway, let me go ahead and get into these matches, and today, of course, I'm using the same deck, the Flame On deck. It's been hit or miss for the most part. Yesterday I won 3 matches in a row, so that was pretty cool. It doesn't happen to me very often. So my win rate right now is 9 out of 18, which brings me up to a pretty consistent 50%, which I usually get. I usually end up with somewhere around 50%, unless the deck is experimental. In this case, It's not experimental. It's decent, but it's not the greatest deck I've ever created. So hopefully we'll have a repeat of yesterday where I can win a couple more matches. If I can get 100 tokens today, I'll go ahead and open up a Guardians Rising pack. But if I can't, I'll have to open up something else. I know I have Breakthrough. I know I have Breakpoint. I think I have Evolutions as well. So there's some options there as far as what Pokemon to use. I'm going to go with Vulpix right here because I think that's the best. It may not be the best move for me, but I'm going to do it anyway. I need some cards. So right now I don't have any energy cards or really anything. So however, if Vulpix gets knocked out, it's only one prize card gone, and I'm fine with that. And then, oh gosh, I gotta reshuffle my hand here. That's fine. We'll do it this way. No energy cards it's kind of a bad thing. It's not a good thing. So I have to kind of deal with the no energy card lockout for this first turn. My opponent's Oranguru might be able to deal some damage, but if I'm really lucky, I might be able to KO it before it gets a chance to do anything. Really lucky. Okay. This is not terrible. Not quite what I had in mind, but not terrible. I'm going to drop a couple more Pokemon just as kind of like, just as bait for the most part. The Volcanion on the bench is actually a bait Pokemon I'm using just in case Vulpix gets knocked out, which is very likely to happen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and discard one of his energy cards and confuse him. Let's get rid of that one. 20 damage and confusion could be a determining factor here as far as whether or not I win the game. It could be everything. It could be the one move that I make that inevitably ends in my victory. But it could also mean nothing. Who knows? I still need a bunch of energy cards. I don't have that many. And I also need some way to get energy back into my hand. The attacks of your opponent's basic Pokemon cost 1 energy more. That's awful. Let's go ahead and do... I can just switch out anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. We'll do that. 90 damage. He can attack the bench, right? Double thread. 30 damage to 2 of my benched Pokemon. That is unfortunate, but I can still switch. This could help, maybe. Nope. Switch out here. Feel like I should try to take out that Pokemon. It's a 3 retreat cost, 2 retreat cost. He'd be able to retreat pretty easily. This one, 3 retreat cost, but the ability is going to make it so I can't attack. So, free retreat cost. So he's not going to, well, he might hurt me here. Hold on. The other attack is 30 damage and I can't retreat. So he'd be dead. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to try not to get KO'd here. Possible confusion? No, not this time. That's fine. So my opponent's got a pretty good setup right now. I can't even get my bench set up, so I'm kind of in a rough situation right now. I'd like not to be, but, you know, sometimes you can't always win. So once a Rangaroo gets powered up, it's going to deal more than enough damage to KO this Vulpix. So, gotta watch out there. Evo Soda, my opponent's getting pretty set up over here, so this is going to be difficult if I can't make something happen. There's a KO from my opponent with, lots of tricks up my opponent's sleeve. It's getting kind of annoying, but I understand he needs to get set up just like I do. Okay, we'll go ahead and go with Volcanion and hope for a Fire Energy. I did not get it. Can't do a darn thing. Rats. It happens, though. I mean, sometimes you get a good hand, other times you get a really bad hand. I've learned in situations like this where my opponent, or in this case me, has nothing in their hand because they didn't do anything last turn. Like my last turn, I literally didn't do anything. So it must be a bad hand, right? I've learned to not use in situations like that so that my opponent can continue to struggle and I can actually get set up a little bit more quickly. My opponent going for the double KO here, eventually. I kind of wish I was able to do a little bit more on that with a weakness, but it's not weak to fire, it's weak to fighting, being an electric type. That's unfortunate, but 70 damage plus 10 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Not bad, and it requires more energy for your opponent to actually do the attack, so not a bad attack at all. I am going to retreat, though. I can't. Well, darn it. That's fine. I have nothing. I can't do anything right now. That was kind of a mistake, but at the same time, even if I was able to retreat it, it'd only do 20 damage, and he'd probably be KO'd anyway. So I'm in kind of a rough situation, and which is odd because last game, yesterday, I had a ton of great situations. 3, to be exact. This will be a loss, most likely. I hate just like sitting through losses and like watching it happen and watching it unfold, but it is what it is. I'm actually really excited about all the new stuff from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. I know I talked about it earlier in the episode, but I'm like really excited. And I wonder what new like methods are going to be in the game or what new things. I know a big complaint from the male community was that there weren't enough male clothes. I have to agree with that. There really just wasn't enough male clothing. Oh my gosh. I can't even do 100 damage because it's not enough energy. So 20, I suppose, and then another energy card to the bench. This is going to be rough. A rough match here. So that was a big complaint that I had. I wasn't a big fan of the Festival Plaza either. I thought that was kind of boring for the most part. I feel like there were better ways to get oh my gosh. Really? Okay, just 20 damage, I suppose. Yeah, I thought there were better ways to get the trades initiated and stuff like that. Like previous games did it better, where you just had it all on your little in-game like Pokedex or whatever it was. So you know, it is what it is. I mean, energy coming back into my hand will be good, but it's not going to be enough. Can I do the attack now or no? Oh, Nitro, I don't want to do that. Okay. Shell Trap for 20 is also going to retaliate with 80 damage if my opponent attacks me. But it's also going to do 100 damage, bringing me to 130. And then, of course, he can attack too. So, where does that leave us? Not in great shape. Woo! This is going to be a rough match. I mean, all around. Are there any other energy cards in here? I don't think there is. Even if there were, I mean, there's one. Is it worth burning that Nitro tank? I don't think it is. Alright. 20 more damage. That's a KO at this point. He's just going to KO me. So, it's all good. I'm actually wanting him to end this because I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I got a prize card though. That's pretty legit. Alright. Now I can move on to the next match, at least, and get something going. So, that was just all around. Like, that had just a recipe for disaster, like, from the moment it started. So, I'll take that loss. We'll move on to the next match. How about that? But what else am I excited for in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon? I think there's a lot of opportunity for it to be a much better game overall. I felt like there were some things missing in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I mean, namely like gym battles. I'm really hoping there's gym battles in Ultra Sun and Moon. And I'll tell you why. Because I didn't find the trials that fun. I thought it was an interesting way to go ahead and do something different with the game, but it just wasn't fun. So I'm guessing now that you've established, I'm going to give a spoiler here real quick so you can mute the video for the next 2 minutes or so if you want. I'll give you some time to mute the video if you want to. There's a spoiler coming up. But basically, in Sun and Moon, you spend a lot of time building the Pokemon League. So after you build the Pokemon League, then what? So that's kind of where we are now. So I'm not sure how many years have passed since that became a thing, but you know, it'll be interesting to see how many years have passed and what kinds of new things are in the areas for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Ooh, cool. I was hoping that would be the thing. Okay. And we'll go over to Houndoom. Yes. Okay. 20 damage. I can't get any energy cards out of the discard pile because there are no energy cards in the discard pile. My opponent has a grand weakness to fire. So as long as I can get something powered up, I should have a decent time with stuff. $70 HP, huh? Okay. I'm going to use this, grab the other in, and save an in, basically, so I can have another in the deck. Probably would have been better to keep a Versus Seeker in the deck rather than an in. I like to live life on the edge, though, so just do what I want. Still nothing great. Next turn I'll probably use Sycamore. But here we go, another 20 damage. As long as I can get set up and get myself into a better position than my opponent, I should be in good shape. My opponent's trying to get set up already, so there's already some interesting things going on the bench. A full bench of all grass types, so it's a little strange. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and discard that energy card. And this energy card. Nope. Maybe get another energy attached. Yep, let's go to that Vulpix. Yeah, let's do this. At least then there'll be some energy cards in the discard pile for this Pokemon to attach to. Next turn will be 100 damage, so that might be okay. My opponent, however, just in after in after in, just a revolving door of in. It's all, it's no big surprise anymore. Just expect it. But I can now I can get, oh gosh, no. Energy cards here. Wow. Oh no, I don't have him. That's awful. That's the worst. Okay. There are no energies here in the discard pile? Nope. So I probably need like an in or a Versus Seeker. Probably Sycamore. That's probably better. Alright, we'll see how this goes. What was that, 60? Oh, I can't use that. I can kill him though. No, I can't even do that. So I'm not gonna do anything. Volcanion could save the day, I suppose. My opponent needs to get his evolutions out for Wimpod, because it feels like that's a really good card to have. I know Wimpod's ability produces damage by 30, so I'm guessing he really wants to have that out. So the attacks of your grass Pokemon do 20 more damage. So, uh-oh, that's actually quite unfortunate. But I can't use it anyway, so I'm not too concerned. We'll go here, drop this here, drop this here. I'm going to use in myself. Maybe get some new stuff. Ninetales Break, no. That's fine. Nothing really great just yet. I can get Ninetales Break, though. I probably should try to. Let's try that. Special charge in energy. Ninetales Break. I want to do the 100 damage. I don't want to... I guess I can get that energy back, but I don't need it right now. So, 100 damage for the KO. We'll see what happens on the next turn. My opponent probably has the card he needs, I'm guessing. Multiple choice bands, huh? I knew that was going to happen. Call me crazy. I had a feeling that was going to happen, though. In. As in not nice. Okay, victory. So that was your classic case of rage quit. Classic rage quit. 25 coins, tokens. Moving on to one more match here, possibly two more if I can squeeze one in. But that wasn't bad. It was not bad. I think I feel like I've faced this person before, but I feel like it's just a person with the same avatar as before. So there's not much variety in the avatars, so they probably all look the same. Is that racist? Not judging by the color of that person's skin of his avatar, just that all the avatars basically look the same, regardless of color, regardless of skin tone. They all look the same. Unless you put like a sweet hat on them or something. Alright, so my opponent, using a psychic deck, which could be devastating to me. I've got my one win for the day, I guess. So that's good. Okay. And duns. And duns. It's going to give my opponent a huge advantage here if I can't get a basic Pokemon. Wow. This will be bad. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's go. This is going to be awful. This is going to be super bad. Like, I mean, really the only saving grace is I can get an energy attached to my bench Pokemon, possibly 2 energy cards, and in the following turn discard a bunch of cards. I'd rather have an in, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. A Mew, huh? So I'm wondering, this is probably not a Pessimin deck. Pessimin? Whatever it's called? I don't know. I feel like I got that name wrong. It's probably not that deck. And I've actually been able to KO those decks consistently. So there's a glaring flaw. They're fun to play, but there's a glaring flaw we have to watch out for. Oh, it is a Pessimin deck. Okay, cool. As long as you can KO those Pessimin, you'll be okay. $50 HP out of Mew. Okay, already with the 4. Not bad getting set up on the first turn. I'll give him that. Good job. So this Vulpix is probably going to be KO'd. That's fine. I have to have something ready for the next turn, though. So here, we're going to go ahead and do this. And this. Dang it. And this, because I needed, the only thing I needed Skyla for was that one card, which I got. So another Vulpix. I feel like I should do this for something else. But not yet. Next turn. I'm going to do it for Ninetales. So my opponent needs to have a Fighting Fury Belt on his Mew in order to stay alive, which I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I think right now he's very focused on getting the KO here, and that's fine. He should be focused on the KO, but I don't think he's going to put a Fighting Fury Belt on there. Either it's going to slip his mind or... Well, here he goes. He'll have it now. Never mind. Cancel that. Fighting Fury Belt. Coming at ya. No. Okay. Is that from the discard pile? Yeah. Put 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. So, hey, that's fine. Now you got to play catch up. Because you can't do that every turn. So, let's do this too. Ninetales. want to get this KO first, because it was a minor annoyance, and now my opponent can't do quite as much damage, so I wanted to get that KO. Next turn, I can go ahead and evolve. Forfeit my turn for that round, but... Oh, Mew. 120 would be bad. Oh, snap. He's definitely trying. It's a 1 retreat cost here, so if my opponent wants to retreat, they have to forfeit the attack. That's a good card. Put the Mew back onto your bench. They could use a switch, they could use an escape rope, they could use something else. I don't see that happening right now. Okay, so what's that going to be? 90 damage? 100 damage? Oh, he's dead. Oh, no. That's awful. It's too bad. I was hoping to really do something crazy with that, but it's fine. Alright, let's get this Houndoom out here. Actually, that works. Now I can get, hopefully, everything I need. Nope, nothing. I can still evolve. Oh, I can't. Wow. That's awful. Oh, darn it. I guess Ultra Ball? And let's go with this one. I'll get some energy attached to it. Hopefully everything will be okay. That was crazy though. I have to go with the 50, I suppose. Oh, I can get energy from the discard pile to my Pokemon though, so that's cool. How much more is in there? 2 more? Yeah, 3 more. So I can do that if I need to. I can do this if I need to. It's gonna be close, but I think I have a pretty good chance of winning here. I'm thinking this deck doesn't have a whole lot of energy cards in it. Because if I'm him right now, I want to get another double colorless energy attached to my benched Pokemon as quickly as possible. And I don't see him doing that yet, so I'm not sure what the plan is. Just waiting it out. Just waiting for a... Okay. Rage quit. Again. Cool. Just kind of the center of rage quits today. I mean, I'll take it. I don't mind. But, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next match. One last match before I open up a pack of cards. I need 53 tokens in order to get to a Guardians Rising booster pack. Right now I only have 147, so I'm kind of behind, but it's all good. It's all good. Adrin Vladi? I don't know what his name is. Not important. Not a worry. Okay, let's see. Got something here. That could be good. With any luck, I'll be able to draw a few cards. He's got a regular Lunala, not the GX, a regular Lunala. Not sure how good that's going to be. Also a Sand Slash. I'm not sure. I'm not digging this deck. His deck. I mean, it is what it is. I just don't know how I feel about it just yet. Okay. And done. So 20 damage plus the retaliation damage might be good. What I'd love to do is get a switch and a basic Pokemon somehow. That's not bad. We can do that. This might work. Yay, it did. And I'll go ahead and do the 20 damage. This could be good. 110. Gets to draw a card every turn? Yeah. I like that. I like that ability. I'm not sure how useful it is necessarily, but I like it. It's not terrible. Wow. I don't have anything in my discard pile right now. Which I was going to do this anyway, so I guess that's fine. Nothing. I have one card in my discard pile. So even the GX attack would be a total waste. Here we go with Lunala. Regular, though. Not even... Oh, it is GX. Okay. Lunala GX. Moongeist Beam for 120. Defending Pokemon cannot be healed. And then Lunar Fall, knock out one of your opponent's basic Pokemon. So, none of these cards are useful. I don't want to do this, but I kind of have to. Here we go with more Pokemon. He easily could use that and KO this Pokemon easily. Wow, this is a rough situation. I don't like this at all. And that's only if it's damage from an attack, right? Yeah, it won't be damage, it'll just be knocked out. So I feel like I should retreat. I'm going to do that. He still can do the same attack, though. It's not going to matter where I am. It doesn't matter at all. So the only consoling factor here is that I can use Power Heater to get 2 energy cards back from the discard pile onto some of my benched Pokemon. Oh. That was not what I expected. Not at all. Interesting. Kind of a risky move. I'm really hoping it pays off. Yes, it sure did. We're going to retreat for that one. We're going to do the attack. Discard 2 energy cards. He can retaliate for 120, which is not quite enough, although I don't think he will do that. He'll probably try to do something else. Float Stone's probably a good call. I can float stone too, though. I can get those energy cards right back. Wow. Huh. That's a better move, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Actually, right now. Gotta go for this KO. Bright Flame for 160, discarding 2 energy cards. Getting one of them back. Okay. I think there was a huge mistake there on my opponent's side. He should not have done what he did. Although Lapras GX will KO pretty much all of my Pokemon. There's nothing I can do now. So, unless there's no water energy, which there's going to be water energy. He's KO'd, and he's KO'd. It's pretty much over. It was fun while it lasted, though. So right here, let's do that. Still need an energy card, and it didn't happen. Let's just get some benched Pokemon out right now and see what we can do. Stall a little bit, maybe. I don't have many options, and all it's going to take is 2 more KOs from my opponent. It's pretty much over at this point. So I got the Lunala, and I got another Pokemon KO'd as well. I actually had a pretty good strategy up until that water Pokemon came out. And my opponent knew that. My opponent knew that water was going to be the keys to victory. And it was. So there you have it. It is over. So over. What are you doing? Oh, he can't attack yet. I forgot. He can retreat, though. Scatter shot. That's unfortunate. All those cards you had in your hand, now what? I still can't do anything, though. I don't know. This one? Sure. I don't even have the cards I need, so even if I were to get Houndoom powered up, it's not going to matter. Okay. Just go ahead and get that Professor Sycamore back. Get some new cards in my hand. Maybe a couple energy cards would be good. Coolio. Power Heater. Energy there. He'll be KO'd. There's not much I can do. There's really nothing I can do. I mean, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. My opponent has to make a ton of mistakes in order for me to get anything out of this. And in fact, he could just retreat right now and end everything. Maybe use a Sycamore. So I'm not sure if he's just playing with me or if he's really trying to do something weird. I have an idea. That's 180 plus 10, right? 190. This could work. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's risky. It's super risky. A GX over here? What is this? Toxapex? I've not seen this yet. Spike Cannon for 30 damage. 4 coins. 30 damage for every heads. Super Intense Poison. Your opponent's attacks active Pokemon is now poisoned. Put 10 damage counters instead of 1 in between turns. And Total Shelter GX, 150 damage. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done during your opponent's next turn. Wow. Okay, so I think it worked. That's my biggest threat right now. It's the biggest threat. And I think I've been able to neutralize it. So we're going to use Explosive Fireball, 190 damage, and the KO. I don't know why my opponent decided not to use anything. Just seemed like a bad idea. And now he's using this Lunala. I mean, it could do 80 damage, but it's not going to be enough to KO. What's the plan here? I am not sure what's going on right now. I feel like there is something... Maybe the experience level of this player is not quite what I thought or what I expected. Because something strange is going on. And it's weird. Because that's the win. I just won the game. So I'll take it. I will always take a victory over a defeat. But I'm not sure what happened there. So 25 more tokens, not quite enough for me to get a Guardian's Rising pack just yet, but I have some other packs all saved up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and get into the collection and get a pack of cards opened up. I really don't know if that person was just playing me or if they just wanted me to win or what, but there was something strange going on there. Again, I'll take a victory, but it was weird. I also got a... That's weird. Something strange is going on here too, but let me go and open up this breakthrough pack. We'll go ahead and open this up today. See what's inside. If you like this video, you had fun watching, or you're new to my channel, never seen me before, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I do videos every Monday through Friday on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. I'd love to see you there. And I do a lot on Twitch too, so I play a lot of Nintendo games on Twitch, and we have a good time on the Twitch channel. Make sure to check that out as well. The address is right here at the bottom of your screen, l3layze. Let's see what we got. Okay. So a lot of cards I already have, which is fine. But Florges, 110 HP, Calming Aroma. Each of your Pokemon's attacks cost 1 fairy energy less, which is nice. And Wondershine, 70 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. We've got Noivern with 100 HP, Tuning, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of cards in your opponent's hand. And Air Slash for 120 damage, discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Dedenne is 60 HP, Thundershock for 10 damage, will paralyze on a heads flip. We've got Ursaring with 130 HP, Drag Off, switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. The attack does 50 damage to the new Pokemon. And Swing Around for 80 damage, plus 40 more for each heads on 2 coin flips. Frogadier is 70 HP, Cut does 30 damage. Staryu is 60 HP, Continuous Spin does 10 damage times the number of heads. Flip till you get tails. Magnemite with 60 HP, Shock Generator, flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed, and Lightning Ball for 20 damage. Elgium, 50 HP, Psych Up for 10 damage during your next turn. This Pokemon's Psych Up attack does 20 more damage. Pikachu, 60 HP, Gnaw does 10 and Agility does 10. But Agility will prevent all effects of attacks, including damage onto this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn, if you flip a heads. And Snubble with 70 HP, Roar, your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon, and Bite for 40 damage. Alright folks, once again, thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow with another exciting episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Until then, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.